What's going on, guys? So this video is basically going to be my thoughts on the Eagles and Colts trade, and basically my thoughts on Carson and how I think he'll perform in Indianapolis. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and thanks for watching. One of the main topics I wanted to discuss in this video is the narrative that the Eagles O-line was horrible and Carson may do better behind one of the league's top O-lines. The entirety of the past year, I have heard this Eagles O-line get torn to shreds, when in reality, you could make the argument that they were a top 10 O-line in football and will easily be a top 5 next year. If we take a look at the numbers, the Eagles were second in run block win rate at 73%, behind only the Packers, who have one of the best play action games in the league, while the Colts ranked 8th. Now, the Eagles' run blocking wasn't necessarily the problem, but I wanted to put that out there for context. Now, on to the real supposed issue, which was pass protection. The Eagles and Colts had the same pass block win rate, tying for 11th overall at 60%. Even with that being said, some may argue that it's an advanced stat and it's meaningless. Then bring up the fact that he was one of the most pressured quarterbacks in the league, while Philip Rivers was one of the least pressured quarterbacks in the league. Well, a simple look at blitz rate of each quarterback would explain this. Carson was blitzed 38.2% of the time, putting him at the third highest rate in the league, only behind Cam Newton and Josh Allen, while Philip Rivers and the Colts O-line faced blitzes 22.8% of the time. That's a 16-point drop-off. So was it really the O-line's fault for giving up drastically more pressure when the opposing team's defense is sending more men? If you watch any bit of Carson's film from 2019 to 2020, there are so many opportunities for him to get rid of the ball to checkdowns against the blitz, and he simply doesn't. Overall, the Eagles O-line was providing a substantial amount of time to throw the ball each and every down. Jalen Hurts and Carson Wentz both finished in the top 6 for time to throw on average, while Carson as well was top 5 in pocket time on average for a majority of the year. Now don't get me wrong, the Colts O-line is good. Quentin Nelson is undoubtedly the best guard in football, but the Eagles had Jordan Mailata, who was shutting down elite pass rushers after he took over for Jason Peters. Isaac Seumalo, who by the end of the year was arguably a top 10 guard in football, finishing top 10 in run block win rate as well as pass block win rate amongst guards. Then Jason Kelce, who was one of the top centers in football year in and year out, to go alongside Nate Herbig. The only legitimate liability on the O-line for a majority of the year was Jason Peters. With this being said, I simply don't see how the Colts O-line in 2021 will outperform the Eagles O-line in 2020, and certainly not a fully healthy Eagles line in 2021, which Carson would have been playing behind, and you could argue will be a top 5 in the league. The second topic I'd like to discuss is his targets. While I understand there are plays in which no one is open, Carson cannot just take a sack, because majority of the time this is not even the case. The league average for separation via next-gen stats is 2.8 yards. The Eagles had 4 out of their 5 top targets above that average. But this is not where a majority of the problem lied, although it should be pointed out. Drops were the issue. The Eagles seem to have had a drop issue since 2016, so I will give Carson the benefit of the doubt here. So as much as I've said his situation won't be changing that much, I could very easily see Carson doing well in Indianapolis for the sole reason that he has been making it hard on himself in Philly. He wasn't hitting the easy read or relying on his check down. He was always playing hero ball no matter the play call. If he relies on his coaching and trusts his vision in Indianapolis, I could very well see him going back to being a top 10 quarterback in this league. But until then, I don't think there will be major improvement. So these are my thoughts on the situation. If you would like to, leave yours in the comments section, and thanks for watching.